Good evening, everybody. DJ the Gamer 09 here, and today we're talking about the server that is now officially owned by me. And today I'm just going through teams, stuff like that, how you get on, whatnot. So, taking a look at the uniforms real quick. So we have black, and then we have tan. That's just for the Franklin County Police Department. And then we have the Rocky Mount Police Department ones, and that's just going to be your normal in-game ERLC looks. And we also have in gear down here the Rocky Mount Police Department vest, and then the K9 unit vest. Taking a look at cars and their stage 1, 2, and 3 lighting real quick today. So let's start off with this one. And the Bullhorn Prancer Pursuit 2015 should be owned at least by everybody, I would hope. But yeah, in the way of announcing that, I want to pull this to the middle of the parking lot, and I will cut the video up a little bit so I'm not kind of wasting your time. So let's go ahead and get started. As you know, I gotta lock my brakes. Stage 1, just the backlighting. Stage 2 is just gonna be red and blue. It's gonna be all around. And then it's going to be red, white, blue, almost all around. And that's pretty much, you're going to see that on a few other vehicles too. But we want to get out, and so that way I can show you. This is actually a real place in Virginia. I advise you check it out. Moving on. Okay, so moving on, we have Franklin County 5. And you see all these RMPDs, and we'll get into them here shortly. But just a quick sneak peek. That's what the old Rocky Mount Police Department cars used to look like. And they're all the same. All the cars, they're pretty much all the same. But they're all just the cars. Alright, so they're just there. So we start off with this, and I believe this one is the same thing. Yeah, it looks like this one is the same. So there's your walk around of the vehicle. And now let's pull Rocky Mount. Alright guys, so yeah, I just had to change the time real quick back to nighttime. Here we go with just the normal everyday life of Rocky Mount Police Department vehicles. And this is RMPD, I think it's 3, vehicle 3, yeah. So the difference between all of the vehicles is the number on the back. When you join up, and I'll explain at the end of the video how that works, you'll obtain a call sign and whatnot, and you see on my license plate it says FC100. That's just so I have the ability, because I'm the owner, I have the ability to use all of these vehicles. Stage 2 lighting, just the same thing. It's just going to be that back and forth a bunch of times. And stage 3 has its own park lighting, its own park light set too. Keep everything as realistic as possible. So there's your general walk around of the vehicle. And this is on the old ones. Now let's hop in. Looking at the newer ones. Alright, so looking at the newer ones, I'm going to go ahead and put in, I'm going to keep my visor lights. But now we have FC7, 6 through 10. And then we have Rocky Mount Police Department 1. This is the Player of the Month car. It only comes out once a month. It can only be driven once a month. And it is, it's out for an entire weekend. So, and then we have the 14. So this is what, 14 and the 15. Again, it's just a number back here. So like, no, it's actually a number up here. The number's right there, 14, 15, right, 8, 9, 10. So that's where it changes from blue to white, the Rocky Mount. 11, 12, 13, and then, yeah, 14 and 15 just go back to the same. So let's go ahead and, since we're already here, I'll go ahead and pull this one out. And we'll keep it real. So stage 1 is still the same. Stage 2 is still the same. Stage 3 is different. So this is like kind of like a park pattern kind of thing. Except for that's that's that right there. So this is actually like I was actually driving around in Rocky Mount, Virginia one time, and saw a police officer pull somebody over. I live in Franklin County, Virginia, and this is what I see all the time. Just in Rocky Mount is this right here. If there are any Rocky Mount police officers watching the video, feel free to comment and help give any ideas through it. But yeah, moving forward to the Franklin County one. Let me get over there to that one as fast as I can. Base all of these off numbers in Discord, so if there's like issues with them or whatnot, that's completely understandable. But let's move into it. So stage one lighting is the same thing for park lights. I have to go back in and add a stage 2 for these guys, and then stage 3 is just all around. And so for that, hoping we'll get stage 2 lighting in a few minutes. So, but yeah, stage everything's just looking nice. It's supposed to. Absolutely beautiful car. Yeah, let's move forward. Alright guys, back again, pressing forward to the 2020 Dodge Charger. I'm just going to start calling them by what they are. It's Dodge Charger 2020. And I use visor lights for most of my stuff. And you see what a big jump. We just went from 10 to 70. Like, what are we doing? I know it's like a question. So, there's actually a little backstory behind why I chose these 5 specific numbers. And I know there's a Charger out there in Franklin County with 37 on it, and that is not listed in here. But the backstory to why I chose the 70s is because there's an RSO at my school. His name is Chad Houston, and I chose 70s because I looked at his car one day, I saw 73 on it, and I was like, hey, gives me a good idea. I'm just going to use 70s for this. So that's what I did, and hopefully we don't get kicked. But yeah, we have park, we have stage 2 lighting, then we have stage 3, which I believe is actually a state police livery lighting. So that pushes on that. And then we move to the Pueblo Pursuit. And now I'm starting to rush because I think I'm about to get kicked. I hope I'm not. But we load 60s. Everything's the same. Number just changes, 60, 61, whatnot. So move forward on that. And this was originally where I got the FCSOs stage 1, 2, and 3 from. So I kept park patterns the same. I decided I was going to change that up a little bit. And then everything else just got pretty much switched around. And so that's parts of that. On here, if you're not sure, like I said in my friend King's video, you come here, you purchase this vehicle right here. If you're not sure what you want to do, whatnot, you can purchase that vehicle, and you just go in here and go to vehicle accessories real quick. I prefer you have a light bar on here. If you want some crazy light bar, you can. That's as crazy as they'll let you get. You can go rotary classic too, but you are not allowed to have visor lights on this vehicle. You actually have to have a visible light bar. You can go full out with everything. See, I'll go full out real quick, like rep, and then we will click on Citizens Officer. Well, what that'll do is that shows everybody that you are a Department of Franklin County Sheriff's. You can add like 5G antenna, so like trunk center. No, I don't want to put that on the trunk center. You want to put that like front right, whatnot, right? Want to put long range, front center, whatever. Trunk, trunk left, and then like trunk right. You can go full out like this, right? Anyways, let's go spawn it, and we'll see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like completely, right? Don't know how I have a mic on here when I don't have a mic on the vehicle, but yeah. You just have the normal cruise, the rear, and then the full lights, right? And so everything's just the same. But yeah, if you're not sure, definitely pick that out. And now let's move to the Virginia State Police team and then to my Discord server. Alright, so taking a look through all of the liveries. We have Virginia B, the first sergeant, which is him, Class C, Class A. Then we have admin, co-owner, and since I'm the owner, I'm gonna put my uniform on. And also in here we have the state trooper hat, so feel free to put that on. Put my ammo just in case some RDMer comes on, decides to do something crazy. Starting off, we have this car right here, and we're just gonna get through all the liveries that I have created so far. So it shouldn't take too long for this one because I don't have 50 million of them created. Stage 1 lighting. So I used the normal for this. And yeah, I kind of don't regret it. But yeah, that's this car. So coming onto the state trooper team, you're assigned a call sign and a vehicle as well. And so that means is like when you get on, you'll have to go to a specific vehicle. You'll be assigned a livery, meaning you cannot use anything outside of your own liveries. And yeah, whatnot. So this is I believe this might be. Oh yeah. This is just random lights I just threw on here. And yeah, so forth, so forth. Alright guys, so press him forward. We actually go in here. And I have saved presets for this one. And this is on my friend's server. But this is one of mine. Everything's pretty much the same. But we'll spawn it real quick just so like this is my saved preset, so personal. So we have our stage 1 lights, which just decided we're gonna work for a minute. So this is what you could get. I'm not numbering cars. I might number like 1, 2, 3 vehicles, but making this livery was insanely difficult. 2 is just red and blue, and then you got red, white, and blue. So that part's that. Pressing forward to the unmarked one. I'll get that out for y'all. So anything with just unmarked on it, and you'll notice this in a minute, is gonna be this dark gray right here. So this is without the push bar. This was one that I wanted. Then I have unmarked with the push bar, and then unmarked pursuit, which is just fully decked out. Moving on to the vehicle accessories. I'm not going to pull this one out of the garage, but you see we have unmarked too. And that's an all black vehicle. And this one I actually want to pull out of the garage because this one has something that no other car in this game actually has. And I just created a video about it just the other morning, I believe it was. So starting off, we're going to go with stage 2 lights because I don't want to use stage 1 just yet. Yeah, just normal wrap around of the vehicle. Pursuiting for pursuits. And then stage 1 is just our park lights. So note this, right? If there's an owner of a server and you're wondering how everything else is slow compared to these lights right here that flash several times a minute, uh, the answer is, even if I go back here, right, and you see how that's like fast and all that, the answer is that's like 10 bars right there, pushed at 900 at the 900 frame second thing, whatnot. Anyways, 900 flashes per minute. Pressing forward, I know you can see it in the background too. The Pueblo Pursuit, newly adopted vehicle. And we scroll down to State on Mark II. Remember, it is a black car. So this one is different than the one behind me, right? This one does not have those red and white lights like that one did. This one has something like this. I personally created all of these liveries, and all of these ELSs. If you want some of them, just say in the video and we'll work on getting you some. Right? Everything's the same in the back as in the front. And stage 3 just adds white. That's all stage 3 is really there for. Okay, moving forward. So, King. Anybody who knows him, he is my server co-owner. And we'll take supervisor off here for his sake. His call sign 1Alpha 500 or 123. I prefer him to start using 1Alpha 500 more as a Virginia State Police officer, but I'll explain how call signs and everything like that work on my server. His vehicle is really nice. I try to make it to the best of my abilities. It was a pretty big challenge, and it's his vehicle by one of a few things. One, there might be a number 1 right there that you might not see, but 2, co-owner is on the sides of each one. His stage 1 lights, I decided I was just going to be nice to him and upgrade mine with his. And then we'll throw in all of these other lightings. And so is the Virginia State Police car of this one the same. Now moving to the Discord server. Alright, so here in Discord, I got everything closed up right now because it's easier this way. Okay, so the text and rules, we'll work one thing at a time. Basic announcements, basically where you're finding everything that you need. It's just telling me who's here, what not. This is just general between everybody so far. You haven't really got so far into it, but yeah. Announcements, stuff like that. Voting to play, we haven't really got much. Rules for the server, and then updates. So far we've had one update, a really major one. And then we have the ranks of the server. Well, here's how I run the ranks. Right, I go from trainee, so this is a 3-on trainee. And then you get the mod, and there's the 5 after. And so we'll give you like a little breakdown of what each kind of rank does and like what you are on my server kind of thing. And then right here, the co-owners. I want to like specifically target this for a second because this is a decision made by me and the owner of NYCRP, Kinga, which is the head co-owner of the team. This is a decision made by us. If you do not qualify for this position, you should not have it. And I'll explain how you get it. So, moving forward. What do they do? So, we start with trainee. You're just on the server. Whatever, right? If you make it through, if you're on the server, you instantly trainee 1 compared to everybody else. So, let's talk about the mods and what they do. So the mods on Discord, if you are a moderator on Discord, you are not a moderator on the ERLC server. You're just here because of whatnot, and you're just responsible for training and training and training. When you become a mod on the ERLC server, it's when you have reached head moderator, because now you are in control of all mod, and you will stay that for 1 month. Moving to staff, this is where if once you apply for staff, you are now automatically a mod full time on the Discord, not on the Discord, on the ERLC server, and whatnot. So, I mean, all you do is you're responsible for all the paperwork that goes in and out of the server, as you probably like that, because not a lot of paperwork gets passed around. Administration is the security team, right? All those security measures for us. You'll become an admin on the ERLC server, and whatnot. So on that end, the head lead of security right now is I Show Speed, or Levi Burkett. You might have seen his YouTube channel. And then we'll talk about the co-owners real quick. So, legislative co-owner, legislative meaning law co-owner, lawmaker, or a law branch. So the goal behind that is someone who can create rules, whatnot, and all that kind of stuff. Judicial, whenever there's a court, you would normally be the judge, right? Normally you would be the judge. However, you are the head of the jury. Whatever you say goes. And then the executive co-owner is the judge, right, who would make the decision or execute a law based off of whatever the judicial, everything else. The co-owner is just the watch of the server. So, with that being said, there's, wow, that's gonna have to get edited. But aside from that, with that being said, co-owner of the server and me are basically the watch of the server. So whenever we're in game, me, the co-owner, the head admin, the head of all staff will all be not I don't know, you're probably like sitting there saying, and head mod? No. The head of staff, sometimes, the head admin for sure, and the head co-owner and me will all be watching everything that happens inside of the server. But as far as that goes, we'll get like an intro to our leadership. Owner, me, I'm just here. Co-owner, I sponsored his message for him. So he's the ERLC. So on the ERLC server, it says that he's the owner of it. That's because he created the server, then gifted it to me. And that's probably a big thing people could see. Then admin, head admin is currently Speed, owner of Virginia State RP. So there's a difference between him and me, right? Mine's Roleplay, listed at the top. He is RP. And staff, we don't have anybody mod. We have one person, I just haven't sponsored his thing. Intro to the server. That's all you need to know. Take test, pass test, apply with test results. Either talk to me or the owner of NYCRP, and be ready for training. And so now we move into the requirement section. Now you see there's a bunch of everything. So, for a co-owner position, you must be able to pass this test right here easily, right? You are going to want a co-owner position. You are going to want to pass that with 100. And here's why I say that one, because that one and this one are two very different tests. So are the rest of these, right? They are very different tests. You are going to want to take the Virginia State Police test. and you are going to want to pass it with a perfect 100, and that will definitely help set you up for everything else. You are going to want to pass the admin test and be an admin with 100, right? The study server, I gave a study server for all of these requirements right here, right? The study server is still currently in effect, but look at that. I gave you road signs that are on the test, road signs that might not be on the test, right? There's 14 of them here. You're only tested on 10 of them. On the Virginia State Police one, you're tested on, I believe I believe it would be 9 of them, 8 or 9 on the FCSO RMPD one. But I give you all these signs. I give you these call signs right here. So, on the call sign part, here's how they work. So, when you're assigned a call sign and a car, so you're assigned a call sign, and that's the car you're gonna use. So, in game, RM 102 is the same thing as Rocky Mount would be the Rocky Mount 2, right? RM2. That's the car you were assigned. You cannot use any other car without that. And so here's how strict that is. It is so strict that if you are caught using a different car than what you were given by anybody, and they report it and have evidence and proof that you were using another car besides the one that you were provided, then you can lose your police license and you can be kicked out of the team and the group. There's not a group lock for it yet, but I'm hoping whenever I get Robux again that I'll be able to create a group lock for all 4 teams, because you have to have DOT, you have to have a license for too. So that's that. So again, Chargers 70 through 75, the Durangos are 60 through 65. The Explorers 1 through 5 are going to be on the 2019, and then the Explorers for the 2024 are going to be 6 through 10, and that is all sponsored by me, Franklin County Sheriff's Office, and the trainer. And so the Virginia State Police call signs is going to be D 1 through 7. You pick a number 1 through 7. Virginia, and then the last 2 numbers and your birth year. So if you're born like mine, D6VA09, right? Well, I chose D6VA09 because I'm in Division 6 of Virginia. We're in the state of Virginia, and the last 2 digits in my birth year is 09. So, what it all means: Rocky Mount. RM is just Rocky Mount. FC Franklin County, and then right there it's all spelled out for you. So division code, VAs, there's Virginia State, whatever, and then the last 2 numbers of your birth year just simply spread out. It don't matter. Nobody can harass you for being too old and wanting to have fun. And harassment on the server is definitely not tolerated. If you are an admin or a moderator of any kind on the server and you are caught harassing people, you will no longer have that position as basically whatever. And for Virginia State Police, and for all of them, you are assigned a car with a livery. Again, sometimes you can make a mistake and just like forget, hey, well, I thought I saw 5 instead of 4, whatever. But yeah. Radio communications, we have a whole thing for that. We have a driving portion, what you can expect. 3 license, general, advanced, expert license. Definitely, if you want to be an expert license, I'm waiting on my 7th livery pack. My 7th custom pack, which is a map editor. And the driving portion, so there's all of that right there, what you would get out of it, what you're gonna see. And then here's something that not many people know, on my server, all police vehicles are allowed 15 miles an hour over the speed limit due to Code 1 prep response. Code 1, get to the location as fast as you can without using lights and sirens. Depending on what state you're from, you might hear Code 1 or 10-3, all the same thing. Once one of those is called out over the radio, a police officer is allowed to move at speeds of 25 miles an hour above the posted limit on my server. And I understand that the Virginia State Police Department and Franklin County Sheriff's Office and Rocky Mount Police Department probably feel very strong about that, but it's just a game for children. I mean, I know we look at y'all guys in real life, and I'm not gonna be the one of call outs, but sometimes without your lights on, you just sometimes let it get away from you. After you pass the test, you'll be given a ride along with me for 1 week straight, and then you are released into the actual thing to where you're driving on your own. The entire process takes 1.5 weeks to complete. And then welcome to the most realistic server. Going back here, I just literally gave you all of it, right? If you ever need help with any testing, whatever, feel free to ask, right? I will help you the best I can. There's this test right here, and you'll see the difference between that one and this one. That's for both Franklin County Fire Department. And then this is for your DOT right there. And then the mod, staff, admin, and then the co-owners. You might, as a co-owner, want to be an admin and pass both the admin test and the Virginia State Police test with a perfect 100, because that will definitely set you up really good. Virginia State Law, Virginia State Police server. So, do not know why it's not here. Don't know why that one's not here. That one's here. Okay, so this one is this one right here. Yeah. It's just showing you everything still. There's our division codes. So hopefully the map expansion will ease up on us here shortly. And yeah. That's what it used to look like. But yeah, that's on my buddy's speed server, so we're gonna go ahead and delete this out of here. And that's our new setting. Police codes. This is the one thing you unlock once you are officially a police officer. Paperwork's here. So at the end of each week as a police officer, you will have to write a little summary of what happened. So when I go in here, I say at USMC, my thing, paper of this week, I prefer of, let's see, 6 dash, today's the 15th, 14, so it would be of 13, 6/13, and I would just type out my paper, right, whatnot. So, but upon that stuff, that's what that's for. The state law server, it's right here. When you go to that server, it just gives you everything. It's right here at the bottom too. We're in it, right? It just gives you everything. I literally give you everything you could possibly do wrong. These are actual point assessment things that you can get, like really like charged for. Possession laws. Yeah, we got some of that M stuff, all these drug stuff. This is the most realistic server, by the way, on ERLC. Impersonation laws. Impersonating a owner or a co-owner can and will get you banned from the server. Assault laws, amendment rights, so you know what you have. Rights on reds. I literally just like don't like any reactions on stuff like that. So on that, with that being said, where is it gonna be? It's gonna be somewhere over here. I can't remember if it's gonna be here or if it's gonna be somewhere, but I can't find it right now, so it's gonna be in one of these that it'll show me where not you can and cannot do rights on reds. So speaking on behalf of them, these guys, Franklin County Sheriff's Office, the difference between the Sheriff's Office and the police station. One, moving, right? How far can you go? This is the main difference. This one ends at Colonial Drive and Klein Street. That's FCSO. For Rocky Mount Police Department, yours ends on Independence Parkway and Cross Street. So you don't really have much room to work with in that little tiny area. Rocky Mount Police Department 1, RMPD 1, the Player of the Month vehicle, has FCSO abilities. And that's some kind of crazy stuff there. Let's go back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Anyways, so again, there's all of this if you need to look at it. I suggest that you join today. We also have VCs, so feel free to join up and definitely be here. Oh yeah, almost forgot Discord money. Here's how it works, right? If you buy a car in game, you come here to Discord money. You click on the plus. You type your name in. Then you sit here and you go in minus this, bought this, right? So if I bought a $24,000 car, I would go minus 24,000, and then the name of car, and it would just come right out of your paycheck. Discard. So that's pretty much it. Please join the server today. Sorry that it's like this much, but yeah. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.